So I really, really like this tool. I feel like it's very, very diverse in the features that it offers. And not only does it not cost anything unless you want to upgrade for different features, which I don't feel are very necessary. I think it's a great tool for parents and students, not just teachers. There are a lot of really unique and helpful features on here, um, especially in the activities. Um, you can personalize all these activities, start with your students, meet one another and talk about themselves, and really just kind of sketch out their goals, but also kind of help them to critically think about topics and really express and discuss their understanding. So it's a really great tool for assessment reasons too. It's very compatible. You can use it on Apple, Android, and even Kindle Fire, which is awesome. Um, Students can primarily, I feel like this would be for students who are elementary. I feel like this might be a little challenging for older students. They may need more advanced tools to use, but it's a great place for students to begin learning how to use web tools. Um, Teachers can really, really use this as a tool to keep in contact also with parents. It's always useful when parents can engage in the class with their student or become a part of the classroom. Um, I think that this would really be useful, probably just in support, maybe not for primary teaching unless you're really creative. Um, if you go into the blog, it's a great way to yourself kind of just look at an informal classroom engagement and communication. Um, a few of the ideas that I thought about using this for are well, one simple one was going to the inbox and just creating announcements for students' homework assignments. We know that kids are very irresponsible and they have to learn the skill to check their homework and not lose their homework. So we could use this to just keep up with students. And I know myself that it's always really useful to have my professors email me assignments. So that way I can always just look in there instead of having to bring my binder around with me everywhere. Um, Another way we could use this tool in the classroom is really just to help buttress lessons. You don't need to do full lessons on here, but you could do really supportive lessons. Maybe you couldn't talk about information literacy in class, but maybe there was a really great learning experience that you couldn't address, and you were able to post it here on Seesaw. Um, you could kind of have students have make their own track their own progress on their understandings of certain concepts and terms, like microorganisms, which are really, really complex. Um, but as they kind of learn about it, it's a really, really unique way to have them look back and see how their understanding grows over time. Which brings me to the third way or the fourth way that I would use this in class would be for a project that would be an end of the year personal assessment. One of the great things about a portfolio is not only that you can collect all your work, but you can look at all your work in reflection. What are looking at our work does is more helpful to us than we think. Being able to go back to our journal and look at the whole class's work and look at the way that we interact with each other and communicate with each other is super duper helpful. And not only does it help students to um, engage with one another and communicate with one another, it helps them to build self confidence. Oh, the fourth one, I have a fourth activity I would use, be the blog. I think it's a really great way outside of class that students can also keep up with each other and share their feelings or thoughts or ideas about the assignments. And it's a really great way to introduce students to responsibly and appropriately and effectively using the internet. I had a hard time finding any applications that were like this. There weren't really any portfolio applications that you could use. So I kind of just thought I would use Explain Everything, because Explain Everything you can use to share images and content. So I really, really like this app, and I would recommend